Hello, people of YouTube. It's Robert here with a bit of Rimworld. Gonna have these little guys here build the base while I just kind of monologue for a bit about, I guess, this channel, the future of it, why I'm making it, and yeah, just the plans in general with it. For one, obviously, there is going to be gaming on this channel, as you've seen before, and as you're seeing right now. And I think it's going to be fun to learn some new skills as well. You know, hopefully within the next couple of weeks I can learn how to edit, because I'm sure it's going to get boring having unedited videos after not too long. But besides that, it's going to be something to occupy my time, a good creative outlet as well, and really just something fun, because it's nice to have fun, it's nice to create things, nice to meet new people, and, hopefully along the way, I can entertain some people, because that'd be cool. Get a nice little community growing over however long that may or may not take. We'll see. There's no telling what the future holds. That's the good thing about the future. It's that really, anything can happen, good or bad. But this is something I've wanted to do for a while, and I just never, maybe I just wasn't in the right place in my life and my surroundings. But now, things are going pretty good. And I've got good specs on my computer, good enough to stream and record and play games. Anyways, besides gaming, I'm probably going to be making some book reviews as well. The first one's going to be on meditations, since I've got to reread it anyways. That can be, you guys can expect that within maybe a week or two. Hopefully not any longer, but I think I can probably read it in that time, and I'll learn how to edit by the time that gets released, so it's not just a bunch of pauses and silences like this is probably going to be. Surprisingly hard to just like talk consistently, not much of a monologuer, I guess, at least not yet. It's even harder, like, I didn't realize how hard it would be to design a base and also talk at the same time. It comes so naturally to so many YouTubers and streamers, you don't even think about it, but then you're actually doing it, like you're talking while building, or while playing a game, I guess, and that's surprisingly difficult. I don't know. But maybe that's just a me issue. Maybe I'm just, I don't know. And this is taking forever. These guys are slow as heck. They're slow as balls. This dude's just sitting on a stool. Like, come on. Work. Work. That's fine. He can sit on a stool. But, I'm going to try and post maybe every day, maybe not every day. I haven't actually decided yet what the schedule is going to be, but probably pretty consistently, because I do actually want to find some success on this platform, or at least, like, I'm not sure if that's the right word, but I just want to do it, you know. I don't want to not post videos, because that kind of defeats the purpose of having a YouTube channel to begin with. And plus, it's fun. So far, I've been having fun with it. And I don't know, my people, you know, it's fine. They can just sleep on the ground wherever. They'll have beds soon. These will be their rooms. They're just, you know, they're a bunch of lazy bums, so they deserve to sleep outside on the ground. They'll get beds when they deserve it. But what have I not talked about yet? Yeah, so besides book reviews and gaming, I also like, I don't want to call it a podcast because, you know, every single person and their mother has planned on making a podcast before, and you always hear from people, you know, oh, we should be recording this and posting it because, man, we're so funny together. Like, nah, it's not going to be a podcast until I'm YouTube famous. Then I'll call it a podcast. But I would like to just, you know, have some chats with people I know, with new people, hopefully in the future, and just, you know, have those posted on here, because why not? I do, you know, I know I just made fun of it, but I do actually think that I, I, d- I do think it's one of those things where, like, I could just like record conversations that I've had, and they would be pretty funny. So pretend like I didn't just make fun of it. It's gonna be a podcast. How about that? No, I'm kidding. It's not gonna be a podcast. It's more, you know, if you guys have ever watched General Sam, because he's, in my opinion, he's a very good YouTuber. It's gonna be something similar to that, where, you know, he's got those videos where he's just like doing shit. You know, it doesn't have to just be gaming, and honestly, he has a lot of production value as well. At least in my opinion, you know. Even though the guy started with freaking, honestly, you know, even when he was doing Skyrim content, the production value was still good back then as well. Like, that man's always had very good production value, at least as far as I've seen. But he's also got a lot of experience. And, you know, funnily enough, he's also Floridian, just like me. Which I think is pretty fancy. You know, Florida pride and whatever. Let's see if I'm forgetting anything. I'm sure I am. You know, no reason for it to be paused right now, honestly. But, let's see, I said... And, you know, it's gonna be great when I learn how to edit. The quality is gonna be much better. So, I talked about book reviews. I talked about, oh yeah, streaming. So, as of right now, I'm not gonna be streaming. At least maybe not. I just think it would be better to wait until I have, like, actual people who want to watch before I'm just there, like, streaming. Because then I'll just be sitting there with 0 viewers on the stream, and that's... You know, I'm not sure if that's any worse than talking to yourself, knowing that it's gonna get 0 viewers, than just, like, why are these people... Whatever, it's fine, they can sleep in the fridge. But yeah, I'm not sure if it's worse to stream with 0 viewers and then possibly have people like trickle in, or to just like release videos knowing you're gonna probably get only like a couple views at most. But then, you know, for all I know, I could magically get like 100 views on this video, even though I definitely doubt it. But then again, who knows? Things can always change, just like I said earlier. Just like how this base is lit up. That changed. You know, I think the real question I should be asking is, do I eat this Yorkshire Terrier? Do I, do I, do we slaughter the dog? Will people be mad? if on my first ever official video I immediately slaughter and eat a dog in a video game. Doesn't sound like a good thing to do, honestly. But then, like, what value does he add? Mr. Pauper? Pauper? Oh, Miss Pauper. Like, it's just gonna be eating up all the food. Might as well just, I don't know. We'll see, though. For now, she gets a pass. She gets to live one more day until we're starving. And when we're starving, that dog is going right away. But, hopefully it doesn't come to that. Man, Rimworld is always going to be a favorite of mine. It's just so fun. There's so much you can do. You can basically just do whatever you want to, build whatever you want to. There's no expectations. You just get to, like, just feel it out, Maybe that's why I decided on doing this, along with it being, I guess, my first official video, in quotes. Because, it sort of matches the idea of what I want out of this whole YouTube thing in general. I just want, like, a creative outlet. Somewhere I can just kind of hang out, do my own thing, and not have those expectations. I just hope it doesn't become that, because you always hear that from YouTubers. Like, how it just becomes, like, another job to them, and then suddenly it's not as fun as it was before. So my main goal, besides blowing up and acting like I don't know nobody, is gonna be to not do that. Like, I don't want this to just be like a job, I'm trying to not go into it with that mindset anyways, because, like, why do something if you don't love it? Like, that should be the goal for, I guess, anybody, not just people who are in, like, entertainment or who want to make YouTube videos. Like, you should always love what you're doing. Which is one of the reasons I'm doing this to begin with, I'm tired of, like, filling my time with things that I hate, Or not hate, but, like, things that aren't even fun. Like, who wants to live like that? Yet, most people do. It's kind of sad, honestly. Like, nobody ever said that people had to do shit that they didn't like. Yeah, we all do. I guess that's not true. Maybe people have said that. I don't know. But I'm hoping to enjoy myself throughout my life. And I hope that this is part of it, Not trying to get stuck doing one thing specifically. I guess, I can build a bit more of the colony before I sign off. I want to at least get a little farm set up, even though my guys are going to hate that because they hate farming, but, whatever, they can deal with it. I want to get a little farm set up and okay. There's a very good chance that within, like, I guess I'll probably make this a series, I think. Within this series, we are 100% going to see this entire colony burn down, which is very depressing when you think about it. Actually, it's not, though. That's life right there, The unexpected. That's what life is. That's what it's about. So, I guess it's not the unexpected, it's the perfectly expected. I'm not going to be surprised at all when this place burns down. But, at least I can say I tried, and it's also not going to be over, because even if all three of these original people, Duran, Zvigard, and Tito, if they all die, somebody else will probably trickle in eventually, so it's not all that sad. It's crazy, I feel like I've tried to build this farm, like, multiple times, like, at least, like, 2 or 3 times now, and I just keep on, like, getting distracted. and then I just drop it. Like, this is gonna be fun, honestly, being able to see all my quirks, and I'll finally be on the opposite perspective of being able to look at all the stuff that people miss, because I'll be watching my own videos afterwards, seeing all the stuff that I miss. So it's gonna put things into perspective. Be a very interesting time. Let's see if we can get an animal too. I think I don't know if the turkey is going to be good to tame, because this is a male turkey, so like no eggs, and there's no female turkeys. So what's the point? Like, I don't understand how there are no female turkeys on this entire map, though. Like, that's crazy. We got this dude. He's not even trading, so what's the point? Like, don't come to my colony unless you want to trade. Freaking Purple. His name's Purple and he's freaking blue. Come on. Get out of here. You better walk on by. You better not stop at my colony. That's right. Oh. Never mind. He is stopping by. Whatever. Why are you even here? This dude. I am gonna tame this turkey, actually, though. Yeah, I'm gonna tame him. Because I can save him, and then eventually, in one of the future episodes, we'll find a female turkey. That'll be fun. Exciting, really. But yeah, even if I don't build a big community, or really like any community, I don't think this is something I'm gonna stop doing, because it's pretty fun. Like, it's fun to just have things online, have things posted. Even if it is just me talking to the void, but who cares? I wonder if I missed any of the things I wanted to talk about. I don't even know where my list is. So unprofessional. Um, I was gonna talk about, like, my what's it called? My inspirations. I might or I might not. I guess I still could, but maybe I'll save that for the future. Not what's the word? What do people say? What's that saying? Not put all my eggs in one basket or whatever. Not reveal all my secrets in one episode. No, you guys are gonna have to watch a couple videos to get to know me. You can't know everything about me in one episode, I think. But you know what? I think, even though, why are they not trying to tame this animal? Damn. Where is this thing? Oh, because I have no, I have food. They have no reason to not be taming this animal, so I don't get why they aren't. I'm gonna solve that before I sign off. But as soon as this turkey's getting tamed, I am gonna end the video. And, hopefully the next video I post is gonna have a little bit of editing in there, so we can see how that turns out. I think it'll be nice to learn that there's... Actually, did I just say that? I feel like I already said something about learning new skills, but it is going to be nice to learn new skills. That's one of the goals with all this. I'm going to tame some of these muffalo too. I think that's a good idea. I hope it's a good idea at least. Do they still provide milk? I guess I'll figure that out. I'm pretty sure Buffalo have milk. I mean, it wouldn't make sense for them to not have milk. That'd be crazy. They're basically like buffalo. Buffalo have milk. Hmm. Hmm. You know, I might actually sign off now. And no, I can't. I have to name this. Damn. I was gonna see if anybody who watched wanted to like vote on a name, but that's not happening. Of course, this is Vagard. This is Vagard. Yeah, whatever your name is. Of course, they wanted to give us a name. I guess they'll be the ranch people. That works for now. And it's gonna be the ranch. And yeah. Very original, I know. You guys can all compliment me on my originality in the comments below. I'm going to tame 2 of these animals, tame that turkey, and I guess I should get rid of the car. To attack it? That sucks. Whatever. But yeah, I will see you guys later. Next episode, I guess I'll probably get a few defenses built up and have some of those animals tamed, since my guys are ranchers, you know, their ideology and their name. So I will see you guys later.